Let's do it. I don't really mind it. The song. I don't think it feels all that out of place. I feel like it's. I'm not a fan of how they use the lyrics, the songs with lyrics in game. I don't mind it for the opening cinematic though. Like you know, there's the scene in Silent Hill 4 where they play that version of Tender Sugar when you're talking to Joseph down in the room towards the end of the game. I'm really not a fan of how they use the lyrical version of the track there. And I'm not all that. I know a lot of people disagree with this, but I'm not the biggest fan of how they use the lyrical track on the drive to Silent Hill after Harry dies as well. You know, when Heather and Douglas are going to Silent Hill. For some reason, I've never been a fan of the lyrical tracks being used in the game. I don't mind it for that intro though. I like it with the intro. I think it fits with the visuals. You know, Silent Hill 2 has a pretty rockin' intro as well, you know, with Theme of Laura, but there aren't any lyrics. I guess Theme of Laura is a bit more melancholic, though. Which maybe you could say fits the tone of the game better than this song fits the tone of its game. Silent Hill 3 kind of has a weird tone in general. You know, with the comedic elements, Heather's sass and her sassy reactions to things. But yeah, I like the intro. Yeah, Storm. I guess it's the content of the lyrics as well that feel a bit weird. Let's load the game. Sewer, 2 hours 45. I think this is where we are. SH3 is the cute emo chick. So I think we ended the last stream by killing this creature. Yes. What the fuck is this? Oh. Oh. Well, this is a new one. I've never had this issue before playing this game on PC. This is another one to add to the list. Yeah, I think this is a loading screen. Let me restart the game. I don't even know what fucking resolution we're playing on now. But let's see if this works. It started again in safe mode and I had to reconfigure everything again. Apologies for the lack of widescreen, but for some reason, it won't let me capture it. So we're stuck like this. Let's see if we can exit. Oh, okay. At least we can play the game now. Oh boy. Heather is more like the anti-Ashley. Heather really isn't like Ashley. Oh my god. But I guess there are some aesthetic similarities. I feel like Heather looks a bit more normal, you know? Okay, what are we doing next? I think we're very close to the end of this area. Lots of trouble with this playthrough, I know. I mean, it seems to be okay now with the controls, at least. Hopefully we don't run into any more issues. She's named Cheryl in Dead by Daylight. That's actually kind of a cool detail. She renames herself at the very end of the game, and she takes Cheryl as her name. The drum is in the way. There's something inside. I doubt I can move it. She just has the same orange shirt, green skirt, and brown boots. Hey, do they wear the same fucking colored clothes, Nico? She does wear something orange, doesn't she? Yeah, I guess there are some pretty big similarities between the designs. I guess I was just thinking more in terms of their personalities and their characterization, you know? That's interesting. I wonder which game was made first? Silent Hill 3, right? I wonder if they took some inspiration from Heather when designing Ashley. Or if maybe it was the other way around. I think this was made before RE4, though. Yeah, because SH3 was 2003, right? Oh, here they are again, everyone's favorite. Oh! Ugh. Okay, I think we're done with the pendulums for a while now, at least. Okay, I forgot that we were at the very end. Really cool area coming up. So now what can I do? I'm strung out, addicted to you. Construction site. Yes. Give me all your industrial sounds, Yamoka. Give me all your creaking and clanking metal. The electricity is off. The elevator won't work. The lock is broken. I can't open the door. The third level ceiling has crumbled. For safety's sake, entry is forbidden. The door is shut. The fourth level floor has crumbled. For safety's sake, entry is forbidden. The electricity is off. The elevator won't work. That is so insane, that sound. Jesus. Vlad, tell that guy upstairs to keep it down. I'm trying to stream. It's a toilet. I thought this building was still under construction, but it looks like this has been used. Yeah, if you have headphones on, if you have good headphones, that probably sounded like it was coming from inside your house. The lock is broken. I can't open the door. Wait, what did she say there? Nothing spooky about it? Nothing special about it, okay. As an archaeologist, I can say if Lara Croft rocked up to an excavation, she'd be sent home to do the correct PPE. Did you like Tomb Raider games growing up, Storm? Given that you're an archaeologist and all, did you want to grow up and be like Lara Croft when you were older? Was she your childhood hero? Where are your steel cap boots? Where's your hard hat and high vis jacket? No time for that when you have to look good. Lots of empty bottles and cans. It looks like somebody was living here. Have you ever done a swan dive into a faceplant, Storm? Off a 50-foot high building? No? Never killed yourself like that before? The wall color looks a little different here, and the material is different too. It might break if it's hit hard enough. So, people theorize that this is supposed to be an MGS reference. But I really don't think so. Let's use the steel pipe. Because once we knock this down, there's a silencer. And we all know that silencers are iconic in the MGS series, right? I can see legs through the broken part of the wall. I hope those are just mannequin legs, but I guess I'm not that lucky. Just like the black cat. I wish I hadn't seen that. But yeah, it seems like the game tells us what this is referencing as well. I guess it could be referencing multiple things, but like painted over wall with something behind it. It feels like a bit of a stretch to be connecting that to MGS1 with the silencer. I think this is a reference to some Edgar Allan Poe thing, the Black Cat. Oh shit! I thought she was just repeating the same thing here. Even if it was, I've got bigger things to worry about right now. I think I'll just leave it alone. There's nothing I can do now. Yeah, I guess it's not just the silencer, but knocking down the wall here, like with Baker, before you get to Baker. But yeah, it does seem like a bit of a stretch. Ugh, a filthy mattress. Will you drop it into the hole? There's a little home made up of cardboard boxes and old blankets. I guess a squatter was living here. Okay, we're dropping down. Pretty cool beat. Oh my god! Run! There was another sound layered on top of that there. Like, it sounded like there were bats off in the distance as well, like squealing bats. It's a thermal carafe? There's nothing inside. Thermal flask carafe? I'm not sure if I've ever heard that before. Am I an uncultured swine? The tabletop is covered with papers. I don't see any info that might come in handy, though. Firminaz with the 21 months. Thank you. Carafe. No map. Storefront posables. Posables. That's another interesting one for mannequin. Speaking of moths, where's Dave? I hope Dave's doing all right. He's a bit fed up with his living situation, understandably. The cardboard box is filled with mannequin catalogs. Anyway, I don't need that. The fucking game crashed. That's okay. I spent most of my time just walking around slowly, taking in the environment, so we can get back to where we were in like 5 minutes. Hold on. Damn, we're not having good luck with Silent Hill 3 today. No crashes yesterday or like loading screens that just froze. We had issues with our controller, but everything else was pretty cool. Wonder what's going on. I've never had this issue ever with Silent Hill PC before, actually. Just give me a sec. Oh, hey, I thought I forgot that I saved at the start of the area. So yeah, we don't have to catch up much at all. Oh my god. Okay. Let's grab the 2 health drinks. Don't think there was anything down here. Yeah, clank, 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 scary industrial sounds. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah. Crumbling ceiling, scary, yeah. Fifth floor, there we go. There's the bathroom with the crazy directional audio. We can just bypass it. No need to even go in there. Steel pipe. Give me your suppressor, Snake. There we go. Do I own physical copies of Silent Hill? I do. I don't have any of them on me right now. I don't have a... That sound. That was in the game, right? Anyone else hear that? I don't have a PS2 on me right now either. I'm not even sure if I have a working PS2 back in the motherland either. I might need to get a new one. Now that was in the game, I think, that sound. This is the mattress I threw down before. I don't need that anymore. Okay. Okay, I think we're back. Okay, please don't crash on me now, game. This was the door. This is where we crashed. Okay, say a prayer, everyone. Beautiful. The cardboard box is filled with arms and legs for mannequins. I know it's just an inanimate object, but I'm still a little nervous. Afraid, maybe. This is the only mannequin with a head. There's something weird about the headless ones. Like they can still see me or something. Ugh. Its head is the only noteworthy thing about it. It's just a mannequin. Kind of weird that she said that there's something creepy about the headless ones, whereas I feel the opposite. You know, the one with the head is the outlier here. And the one with the head, you know, you're kind of drawn to this one. If this one feels like it's looking at you, but I guess Heather feels differently. Was that in the fucking game? No, I think that was another apartment in real life. I hear sounds like that, you know, like that directional audio that we got in the bathroom earlier. that makes it sound like it's coming from upstairs or something. I mean, I hear similar sounds all the time here, so it's hard to know. Was that in the game? This is blood. Yeah, the scream that you hear there is Heather's scream, right? That's one of her death animation sounds, I think. I think that's what you hear if you fall off a ledge or something. I'm not even sure if it's possible to fall off a ledge on normal mode. I know it's very easy to do it by mistake if you're playing on hard. I think that's the sound that plays when you fall, or maybe it's just her general death sound when you're getting attacked. I don't know. I'm here. My neighbors are perfect with the timing right now because I'm hearing all kinds of clanking in real life and bassy thuds. Go over. Keep going. Keep going. Yeah, it is kind of immersive, actually. I think it is adding to the experience. It's some kind of poster. It looks like there'll be a performance soon. No, I'm good. I'm cool with that. This game is kind of nasty. It has a few troll rooms where there's nothing to find, but the rooms are packed with enemies. I'm not really sure how I feel about those areas. Because I heard something again there. Like you feel like you really need to clear out some of the enemies to explore the place properly. The big fat guy in there, 2 dogs chasing you down. Kind of nasty of them to not really put anything in there. I don't think there's anything in there. Fuck it, let's go in this time. Let's have a quick look. Any items or anything at least? Actually, no, it's not too hard to explore this place. That one isn't too bad. I think there are worse rooms later on. That one's actually not that bad. I got an office building map. You really have to work before you get the map in this place. Hilltop Center. Monica's Dance Studio. Hey, Puik, thank you very much. Glad you liked the stream. So yeah, hopefully we'll be doing more double bills like this from now on. That's what I'd like to do anyway. 3 or 4 hours of something during the day and then 3 or 4 more in the evening/night. I really want to start doing longer streams, like 7-8 hour streams. Glad, thanks for gifting a sub to Puik. Cheers. The desk is all cluttered up. It doesn't look like there's anything I'm interested in. The drawer's open just a smidge. It must be rusted or something. I can't pull it out any further. Am I gonna do any Souls before Elden Ring? I think I'm gonna do Bloodborne. I think I'm gonna do a big Bloodborne story playthrough where we go through the lore and the quests and read all the descriptions and all that. It's been a while now. I'm really looking forward to playing Bloodborne again. It's been a few years now. So I'd imagine it'll feel quite fresh when I go back to it. Like, I can feel that I've already forgotten so much. Which I'm happy about. That's why I stopped playing it for so long. So I could... When I go back to it, it'll feel somewhat new. Okay. The maps are so slick in this game, man. Love how you get each map has its own aesthetic and, you know, feels like the proper map that they would use for that area. Like the subway map is really nice. Nice little notes as well that get drawn, the save points, the drawer. Hey, what's up, Bunya? There's nothing of interest in the locker. Just a calendar. Nothing interesting is written on it. There are some magazines here, but nothing really important. One of them I've already read, and the other just doesn't interest me. Some other dancing figure on the poster there. We can't really see it all that clearly. Noska with the 22 months. Thank you. I think this is where I came from. Yeah. Okay. Ah! I pushed the button, but the elevator won't come. Is it broken or something? No. Come on, one more step. Oh, betrayed. Oh, the back step from the fetus. Did you see that hop? I didn't even know they could do that. Right, come at me. I completely forgot that you can block in this game. Come on then. Fuck you. That's how you do it. The fetus backdash. George, thank you for the 2 months. Nope. I'm good. I'm good with that. Sano with the 12 months. Thank you. The year. Cheers, man. Oil and foil and stuff like that. I can't use any of it. Actual new member of the community choosing to stay? Who are you talking about? George Sears. Oh, well, George is a longtime viewer from Outer Heaven, I think. At least I think. Or maybe it's another George Sears, but I think George has been watching for a while. Pirate Platypus with the Prime sub. Thank you. But yes, of course, the sub is appreciated. The 2 month subs usually are special. I think it's a clone. Ah, okay. Another George, but long-time lurker. Right, right. Well, it's good to have you anyway, George. I appreciate it. What the fuck was that? Was that in the game? No, I think that was in real life again. Sounded like a really faint heather moan. I kind of want to check that room again with the big fat boy and all that madness. I think it was in here, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh my god! There's a videotape there. Yeah, I think that's all there is in that room. Just a big fat boy and nothing else. Okay, okay, okay. Nothing to even read or anything. Yeah, usually I ignore those rooms completely. I just wanted to have a look. Nasty, man. Okay. Gallery of Fine Arts. That red square is giving me Silent Hill 2 vibes. It almost reminds me of the tablet of the oppressor that you pick up in the prison in Silent Hill 2. I don't think it is, though. Its title is Repressor of Memories. What the hell kind of title is that? I don't get this picture at all. Well, you wouldn't if your memories are repressed, right? So, yes, one of Heather's main character traits is that she's repressing the memories of her previous self. And over the course of the game, she gradually understands who she is. All those parts of Alessa come back to her bit by bit. Now, this is a calm, relaxing picture. Mountain. Nice and simple. Repressor of Raid Shadow Legends. You wouldn't believe the amount of Raid Shadow Legends offers I've turned down. God, they go fucking ham. They go ham with the offers. Jesus. There's a guest registration notebook on the reception desk. I think I can ignore it for now. Who would be a good company to work with, chat, if I was to get a sponsorship? I wouldn't mind. I think VPNs are okay. I'd be happy enough to shill a VPN if I could get a good deal. But what else? What else would be good? Manscaped. And then I could incorporate that into my ball sucking routine. That might work. VPNs weaponize unsubbing. What do you mean, Vlad? But yeah, I'd like to find a good sponsor. I'm just not sure who to go for. It's really hard to unsub. From a VPN. Really? Well, that's kind of shitty. Is there a do they all do it? Do all the big ones do it? Like there's Nord, then there's Express VPN. Do they both do it? It's not y'all just lazy. Well, maybe it's not too bad, but maybe they're still kind of scummy about it, you know? Looks like there was a picture here before. Only the caption is still around. Flame purifies all. Flame, eh? Well, I don't think. Well, I don't know what kind of picture used to be here.
Cool.
Hey, hold on. Let me just finish this thought here, or this description. Flame, eh? Well, I don't know what kind of picture used to be here, but I'm not too fond of fire. It's scary somehow. So again, more little tie-ins to Heather's past as her previous self, Alessa, being burned. That's why she's afraid of fire. Hold on. I need to open up my Streamlabs again. Actually, no, I don't. Puick with the $5 donation, new sponsor. Welcome, Raid Shadow Legends. Puick, thank you very much for the 5. Did I thank Pirate Platypus as well? I think I did. Pirate Platypus, thank you. But I got another offer very recently from Streamloots, but it seems like more like loot boxy kind of shit where I have to encourage viewers to buy tokens and then they can get me to do things and shit. I don't know. Have you guys seen anyone use Streamloots? They gave me a pretty good offer, but I don't know. I still feel like I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to do it. I don't really want to go near any of that loot boxy shit, gacha shit, mobile games and whatnot. Sounds like money laundering. If it ever got to the point where I was like really, really tight on cash and I needed to, then I would. And I'd, hope that you guys would understand that I had to do it. But I don't know. I'd like to avoid those kinds of sponsorships, I think, if I could. Unless I get like a really good deal or something like that. Unless it's like crazy money. The box is filled with useless junk. I don't need any of that. Take the screwdriver. Cheers, man. Thanks for the advice. Never would have picked up that screwdriver if it wasn't for you. The box is filled with useless junk. Yeah. I don't even know what NFTs are, but I think I have an idea. There are a bunch of paintings here. I don't know much about art, but I don't think these will be of any use. I'd need a crowbar to open this crate. I'll just forget about this. But a katana, we can stick that up our ass for later. It's a katana, but I don't need another one of those. I think one is plenty. Too much stuff will just slow me down. Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could jewel wield, couldn't we? I don't know what Dr. Squatch is, Q-Dog. Soaps. Yeah, I'd chill some soap. Any good, like, food chilling that I could do? You guys give me the good companies, and I'll go searching. See what kind of offers we can get. It'll go well with your clean dick shtick. Yeah, I was saying that about Manscaped. You know, if I got an offer for Manscaped, maybe I could tie that into my ball sucking routine. I think I need to get my own Fatska soap. Imagine Fatska staring at you while you're washing yourself. Your very own little Fatska in the shower. Fatska coffee mug. Fatska staring at you while you're eating your breakfast, drinking your morning coffee. Shatska. Oh, what just came out of my mouth? Shatska. Oh, Shatska, what did you do? What kind of mess have you made, Shatska? It's time to clean you up. Get in the shower right now, Shatska. I'll clean up your mess. Fatska printed on toilet roll. Oh my god. Any streamers out there selling toilet roll? I definitely would like to get some merch going. A Fatska t-shirt is a no-brainer. Let's see, where are we going here? Did we even look down here before? The elevator doors are open a little. The space is too narrow to be of any use, though. You use this to raise a car when you need to change a tire or something. Well, what about here? A Fatska plushie. The door downstairs looks open, too. No way I can get down there like this. A Fatska sex doll. I got a rope. Rope. Da. There's nothing left in the drawer. I used the rope. Ugh, what a bother to climb up that rope. I'm gonna look around this floor for now. Wait, what? Oh, right, we never searched this area. Damn, I don't even remember that being a thing. Right, okay, we're good. Echo interiors and floor fashions. That door is kind of ominous. Almost reminds me of Silent Hill 1. Green Ridge Mental Health Clinic. Oh, here we go. Is this the reception area? There are catalogs scattered around of the lighting here. Beef jerky. A dog figurine. It looks real enough to bite. Does it really? There's a sofa here. It's really beaten up. Anything else? Lamp hoods and flower vases. I don't need either. Underneath the covers are more display items. No time to be worrying about this. Pretty chill. I'm enjoying just wandering around these rooms. Not many enemies, which is nice for a change. That's all about to change soon, though. A display of towel bars. The towels hanging on them are disgustingly dirty. A display of door handles. Nothing very interesting. I wonder, are they all the door handles that the game uses throughout the game that you see in various different areas? A display of paper towel holders. There's nothing to see here. Not even Shatska? No? No Shatska on those toilet rolls? Doesn't look like it. A bathtub display. There's a dark red stain on the bottom. It's just for display. It can't really be used. Which is a shame, because I really need to take a shit. It's just for display. It can't really be used. But that's okay, because I have a clean dick, and I don't need to wash my hands. Not much interesting here. I guess I can just forget about it. Interesting angle.
I knew it.
It's being invaded by the other world. by a world of someone's nightmarish delusions come to life.
Oh no, not again. Did she do this too?
Yeah, Harry's dialogue there is actually voiced on PS2, but like with the rest of the Silent Hill 1 voices, they were removed from the PC version. There it is. It's really easy to miss this. We see it later on, but this is the first time you can see it, but kind of wild how easy it is to just to walk past it. But if you stop... I thought this was so disturbing the first time I played the game. I still find it to be pretty disturbing. I think Ito described this as representing Alessa's shrieking madness while she was suffering with her burns. Just the absolute nightmare and madness that she went through. And the face, I believe, is modeled off of Marilyn Monroe and an iconic image of her. The ears. One ear on the right hand, one ear on the left hand, and a face in the middle. I mean, I guess that's some kind of logic. Like, it's like the, like they're trying to mold a person here. I guess the figure would represent Alessa. Looks like there's writing on that sheet there as well. But impossible to make out. Look at that. That is some kind of writing. Those squares up at the top as well. The scissors. I guess the scissors were used to cut the paper here, whatever these things are attached onto. The mummy-like thing in the wheelchair is just a doll. Or is it? Something about it makes me uneasy. Why, I wonder? And why is there a wheelchair in this building? Or a doll, for that matter? There's a doll in the wheelchair. I have a bad feeling about it. We don't get any description of this. This is one of the creepiest rooms in the game, I think. This is Valtiel holding a child. Valtiel attending to the child that's growing inside Heather right now. I think that's what a lot of this symbolizes. You kind of have to think of, again, Alessa and everything that happened there with this image of a baby being hospitalized, although Cheryl wasn't, or although Alessa wasn't a baby when she started to suffer. So it's probably, again, supposed to relate to the god that's inside Heather, the baby god that she's pregnant with. And Valtiel is a sort of doctor assisting with the birth. Attending. Yeah, I think the name Valtiel stems from like valet, or it connects to that word in some way. Valet, like an assistant. Let me just scroll up a bit here. I think this is the first game that started using dynamic face wrinkles. Basically, it's the 2D texture, but details like this were insane back then. Half-Life 2 was the next one that used it. MGS3 had dynamic wrinkles in the trailer, but never seen one in the game. Interesting. The facial expressions are certainly very impressive in this for the time. Like, it's the opening cutscene when Heather arrives at the amusement park is really striking. That close up of her face and just the subtlety of it, of her expression and like the slight movements. I'm not sure if I've seen any other game from that era really look like that, or have they. There are definitely other games that have great models and facial animations and stuff, but I'm not sure if I've ever seen any ones that really look quite like that, or that have that kind of subtlety of movement. Sometimes it can look a little bit off in this, where like the dialogue and the expressions aren't matching up completely, or they'll be like a little bit late or a little bit early, but still very impressive. Like where the sync is a bit off. Maybe that was better on PS2 as well, though. I don't know. Oh, there's something here. Find the Holy One. Kill her. That's me. Who could have taken this photo? That's really creepy. Okay, I used my analog stick by mistake again, so hold on. Let me plug my controller out. No, you bitch. I think I'm gonna have to restart the game if I want to play with my proper controls again. Oh, hold on. Maybe if I tactically move the analog stick away. There we go. Now I think we're good. Now I think we're good.
Heather. That's what you're called now, isn't it?
And who are you?
The name's Vincent. Don't forget it, okay? I'm on your side.
So you say. But how do I know you're not with her?
Her? You mean Claudia? Please don't lump me together with her. She was totally brainwashed by that crazy old hag. Well, I guess crazy old hag is a bit harsh. She is your mother, after all.
My mother? What do you mean?
You don't remember? Ah, so Harry didn't tell you anything. I guess he hid the truth to keep you on his side, eh? That figures. He's a pretty sneaky guy.
Don't talk about my dad like that!
Sorry. I apologize. Please, calm down.
How do you know my father anyway?
I know everything. I know about your past, too.
Then tell me what's going on.
You don't know even that?
That's why I'm asking. If you know everything, then tell me how I can put an end to this.
Not yet. Why not enjoy yourself a bit longer?
Enjoy? I feel like I'm going crazy. Does this place get to you at all?
Oh, it gets to me, all right. I find it most fascinating. Wait! I'm not finished talking!
I knew you were on her side.
How do you figure?
There's something wrong with you, too.
Love it. Friend Storm, yeah, there's loads. There seems to be loads of writing on the wall in the background there. Not just that, but it's kind of hard to make out what's there. It's a shame we don't get to walk around that room. Great music. So Vincent in this game, he's kind of like the Kaufman of the game, where he's in it for power and money, using the cult to gain power. And he's a bit of a trickster, manipulating us and teasing us with information. The mother that he mentions there is, of course, Dahlia, talking about how Claudia was brainwashed by that crazy old hag. So Dahlia must have taken Claudia into the cult. I think we learn later that Claudia was taken in at a very young age. TV looks broken. The Switch doesn't do anything. I love when Heather says something about how, you know, how she doesn't really know what's going on, or she asks Vincent, like, do you know what's going on here? You don't know even that? You don't even know what's going on here? As if it should be obvious. Heart Hunt with the Prime sub. Thank you. Doesn't this place get to you at all? Oh, it gets to me, all right. I find it most fascinating. Vincent is just reveling in it while Heather has no idea what's going on. I don't know what kind of plant this is, but it's withering away. Poor thing. Oh god. Okay. This lovely room is still the same. Are the PC and PS2 versions the same in 3? No. The PC version is missing little bits of audio for the Silent Hill 1 flashbacks. But in general, I think it looks better on PC. Although maybe not if you can play the PS2 version on a CRT or something. But the PC version is actually pretty good for Silent Hill 3. I've been having my issues with it today, but compared to 2 anyway, it's a lot better. Elevator. That was a bit of an abrupt cut. Yeah, these enemies are really annoying. For the first time in the game, functional elevator, where we get to choose where to go. Love this creature here. I think the official name for it is the glutton. Like, what are you even looking at here? I love how it's like it bolted into the ground and there seems to be some metallic structure that it's confined in. Like some kind of cage-like thing. Spikes rising up, metallic spikes encircling it. So you may not want to approach this thing on a first playthrough for obvious reasons. But he's actually a pretty friendly boy. Oh, look at the feet at the bottom. Oh my god, Walter Sullivan vibes hanging on the cross. Oh my god. Shredded feet. What the hell? I don't want to get too close, but I don't think it'll attack me now. Why not? All bark and no bite? Anyhow, it's in the way. I can't get past it. And it's the ground floor, too. This ought to be the exit. What a pain. What a pain. Ah. That's just typical, isn't it? That's life, I guess. A book's lying here. Wow, for some reason it really wouldn't let me interact with it. She said it's a fairy tale. Once upon a time, there was a monster living at the gates of a village. It was a very scary and a very bad monster. It would catch people and crunch them up with its big teeth. The villagers were afraid of the monster and no one would dare approach the gates. Everyone was stuck inside the village. When the king heard about this, he summoned his knights. The knights eagerly rode out to defeat the monster. Ha! Take that! Their swords slashed and their spears flashed. But the monster wouldn't die. The monster tossed the knights into its mouth one by one, horses and all. What was the king to do? He fretted and fussed and paced the floor, but could think of no solution. Soon after, the village priestess came to the castle. She was a very kind and good person. The king asked her to defeat the monster guarding the gates. The book is torn. The rest is missing. I remember reading this a long time ago. I think I borrowed it from someone. I don't remember how it ended, though. Didn't I read the story through to the end? Oh no, did I miss a good troll? Or a bad troll? You would think the monster in this context is this creature. Yeah. Or at least some kind of allusion to it. Recreation of it. No, he'll never attack us. That's kind of a shame. You don't get any reaction from it if you shoot it. I don't think, anyway. It kind of looks like his head is getting a bit redder there. Well, maybe not. Reminiscent of the closer enemy with that looks like a mouth. The lips that you can make out. I love the legs, the twitching legs. Those creeping animated textures are great in this game. The blood. It's locked. Monster? Question mark. I like the drawing. She got the spikes. She has the foundation and the two little heads. Fat Bastardska. Get in my belly! I'm higher on the food chain than you. I'm trying to think of more fat bastard quotes I can say in Ocelot's voice. Is this register broken? There's money scattered all over. The register and the cash aren't of much use to me right now. It makes a little less sense to me in this game than in the other games, Storm, where we're playing as a teenage girl. In Silent Hill 1, you can kind of understand Harry just plowing through because it's the safety of his daughter that he's concerned about. You know, he's just doing anything to get his daughter back, like a parent, like a loving parent might do, realistically. In James's situation, James is insane, you know? James is a madman who is, like, purposely going to the town to confront these demons, which are of his own making, you know? Which come from his own mind. With Heather, there's an aspect of her that's supposed to be just this normal teenage girl. So when Heather says things to monsters like, is everyone here just a mental case? It feels a little bit more out of place. But, I mean, like, they do still justify it in this game by, you know, when Heather says, I don't even know what's real anymore, where she loses her touch on reality after a while, after you go through the first couple of areas. And she is very scared when she sees the first enemy in the game. But yeah, certain scenes like that scene with Leonard kind of annoy me a bit. I feel like maybe she shouldn't be so blasé about this giant creature in the sewers. There are cigarette butts all over the counter. Pretty yucky, but otherwise not worthy of mention. Yeah, that's another thing people say, that maybe it's something to do with Alessa. That, you know, Alessa was used to this kind of thing. I don't know. Tonally, I've just always found it to be a little bit weird. Some of the comedic elements in this game and some of Heather's dialogue. For some reason, the only thing in the fridge is liver. I hope it's not rotten. I got pork liver. The fridge is empty, obviously. All that's left is a red blood stain and one god-awful bloody stench. Lovely. Pork liver. This was in the cafe's fridge. Gotta do something with it before it goes bad. Okay? Well, we'll try our best. Crash. Okay, second floor. Fuck. I like how desensitized she is by the time she gets to Leonard. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a personal thing for me. Like, I don't mind the idea of her getting more desensitized to everything. I think that makes sense. It's just tonally and, you know, having that comedic thing. In a way, I kind of like it, you know? I think it's kind of funny, but in another way, it kind of frustrates me. I guess at times I'm just not really sure what they were trying to do with Heather's character fully. You know? Because there's the pretense that it's dealing with normal teenage fears, but it's also wrapped up in this story of Alessa's and, you know, her coming to this realization that she's this reincarnation of this other person. So I guess when I just see the aspects of the game that are trying to appeal to the fears of a normal teenage girl, I feel like it kind of clashes with some of the stuff later in the game. Like I'm not sure like what they were really doing. But yeah, I still really like Silent Hill 3. Still really like putting the pieces together with the story and everything. But yeah, I don't know. There are just some things that kind of frustrate me or confuse me when it comes to what they were going for with her character. Hello? I really like Silent Hill 4. Silent Hill 4 is probably my second favorite, next to 2. For as janky as that game is. But I'm a big fan of 1, 2, 3, and 4. I love all these games. Yeah, I wasn't crazy about 4 when I first played it. I wasn't crazy about this game when I first played it. I really had to warm up to 3 and 4. I never thought I would grow to like 4 as much as I do now, but I really like it. More and more each time I play it. A bulletin board has fallen down here. There's nothing useful written on it. Really, bad humans. I really liked them growing up. I didn't play 3 and 4 for a good while. I played 1 and 2 when they first came out. Loved both of them. And then I didn't play 3 and 4. I didn't play them when they released. Not until a few years after. No idea, Stereo Gimmick. We'll never know. We'll never know how that was going to be. I really like PT though, and I'm glad that PT still feels like its own complete thing, you know? Which would have been separate from the rest of the game. Fifth floor. This track is so good. Jesus Christ. Love that shot of the wheelchair behind the window there. For many years, people assumed that that was a reference to the film Session 9, because there's a very similar scene. But I think Masahiro Ito posted on Twitter a couple of years back that it wasn't. That it wasn't a reference. And they're usually pretty open about their influences when it comes to films and stuff that they call back to. Yeah, just the way it's lit. It isn't behind a window like that in Session 9, but just the way the hallway looks and the way the light is coming out, it's quite similar. But I guess it would be easy for a coincidence like that to occur, given the sort of environment, given the environment that it's in Session 9. It's kind of a Silent Hill-esque environment. And, yeah. Silent Hill uses a lot of wheelchairs. Vlad, thank you for gifting a sub to Sully. Cheers. Heart Hunt as well. Did I thank you for your Prime sub? Thank you. Last Angel with the 100 bits. Bixen. Cheers, everyone. Yeah, no, I don't think they were referencing session 9 at all. Or session 8, session 9. Maybe someone could Google the tweet where he debunks it. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he commented on it. Session 9, yeah. wouldn't it more likely be a Jacob's Ladder reference? Well, I don't think there's a scene like that in Jacob's Ladder, but Jacob's Ladder as a whole has a big influence on Silent Hill. But it's just that there's a very specific shot in Session 9 that's very similar to that shot of the wheelchair outside there behind the window. Let's go back out. Sit down. Yeah, there it is. There's a big sheet of glass in the way. It doesn't break when I hit it, so maybe it's not glass after all. Hey, you didn't even try and hit it. I don't know why, but the world on the other side is calling me. Don't know even that. Again, I'm just thinking of the baby we saw sitting in the wheelchair earlier. There's a caption under the picture. Flame purifies all. By these remains may a person find the road to paradise. I've seen this picture before. No, wait, I've never seen it. But I do know it somehow. Alessa burning the incubator, or the incubus. Or no, the incubator, as it would have been called in Silent Hill 1. I don't think we have everything we need here. We have the Oxydol, we have the pork liver. We still need to find a pack of matches. Bad Humans, did you find something there? Here's another answer regarding Session 9. It's not like the wheelchair was from Session 9 in the first place. I've never watched the film, and we used wheelchair as a metaphor in the first Silent Hill, right? The picture that was here is gone. Now there's just the caption. Yeah, I think he'd be honest about it if he was referencing Session 9, given all the other movie references. Really, Ghosternaut? That's cool. I really enjoyed my last Silent Hill playthrough. And there definitely is a nice texture to those PS1 environments. Even if whenever I play the game, I always wish that they waited to make it on PS2. Imagine if they made Silent Hill 1 on PS2, man. Imagine going through Midwich with Silent Hill 2 tier visuals. How detailed the monster designs could have been. The mumblers, the kids in the school. You know, it still looks good. It's still amazing what they were able to pull off on the PS1, but I've always felt that the artists just didn't quite have the tech to really shine. But there's still a really nice uniqueness to those PS1 visuals as well, for sure. I keep seeing all these people. We need a remake of Silent Hill 2 for PS5. We need remakes of all the games for modern consoles. And I'm just there. No! We need Silent Hill 1 on PS2. We need to remake Silent Hill 1 on PS2. That's all we need. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess Shattered Memories, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, when it comes to Silent Hill, the classics, I have no desire to see them get remade. I just couldn't see them ever doing it justice, you know? 2 and 3 still look amazing. You know, those environments. And the art direction is just so important, you know? I feel like you'd never really be able to do it justice. Matchbook. No more cigarettes for me. I quit for good. What about a remaster? Well, they already remastered Silent Hill 2 and 3 and they fucking butchered it completely. It's the fans who made a proper remaster of Silent Hill 2. You want to play a remastered Silent Hill 2, get the PC version and download the Enhanced Edition mod. There's your proper remaster. And, you know, this game still looks really nice on PC if you have all the settings turned up. Unfortunately, we don't get to see it in widescreen at the moment because I had an issue with capturing it, but it could look much nicer than it looks now. Hopefully I'll get to show that next time I play this game. No more cigarettes for me. I quit for good. I really like this one. A small little way of giving Heather some character, some personality. What a rebel. Smoking in the alleys at break between classes. How do you quit anything for good when you're 17? It's something a 17-year-old would say, though. I grew up with friends who smoked who said shit like that. Trying to be all adult. Yeah, it's a nice little description there. It does give her a lot of character. Okay. So we have our matches. Wait a second. Was I on the right floor? Yeah, back to the Gallery of Fine Arts. Let's open the gates. Okay, let's combine that pork liver with some oxydol and a matchbook. This was in some company's conference room. Looks like it was used to light someone's cigarette. Wait a second, was fucking Sperm Guy in the chat? It's been a while. Hasn't it? Hasn't it been a while? Blad, I did thank you for gifting a sub to Sperm Guy, didn't I? To Sully? I feel like it's been so long that I wasn't even sure if that was the same Sully. Hey, what's up, Sperm Guy? Welcome back. Has it been that long? I remember just someone the other day saying it's been a while since Sperm Guy showed up. I was like, huh, has it been? But I'm not sure if it actually has been. I don't know. Here's Alessa's shrieking face again. I mean, her lovely, happy, smiling face. Never mind, that's it. And this time we have a load of ears. Why so many ears this time, Ito? Why only 2 ears last time? Last time it made more sense. You had 1 ear on the left side, another ear on the other side. This time you're going crazy with the ears. And the one at the bottom is mirrored. Why is the one at the bottom mirrored? What is this? What are you doing? It looks like a face behind the ear. in the picture of the ear? I can't see anything that looks... I don't see anything other than the ear and some, like, swollen bit of flesh. Do I see a head in the distance of the picture? You're just talking about the ear pictures. Bad humans, nothing else. Not the body figure that's the figure of the body that's behind it. I can't make it out at all. To the right of the ear. Maybe I can see something. Is that supposed to be a face? Hold on. Oh shit, that is a face. That reminds me of like the developer ghost pictures in MGS1 or something. Is that one of the devs? That looks like a real photograph of someone. That's weird. That's weird. Has anyone ever commented on this before? Has anyone made a post about this before? If not, might be worth sending Ito a message. Hey, who's this guy? Surely people have noticed this before. Yeah. Now, once you see it, it's as clear as day. Okay. Weird. I don't think it's an optical illusion. I really don't think so. It's too detailed. Maybe you're watching on a really small screen, Harimi. But if you look at it up close, it's that is definitely a face. Maybe it's an optical illusion. Maybe. But, oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm not as sure as I was 10 seconds ago. But it still really looks like a face. It looks a little bit too detailed and specific to be an optical illusion. I'm 85% on intentional face. Someone needs to get the highest res image of this possible and look at it in detail. But yeah, if you weren't here earlier when I was talking about this thing, another thing that Ito commented on was that this was supposed to symbolize Alessa's, just her general state of madness, I think. Which is a pretty interesting depiction. I think he described it as Alessa's shrieking madness, which might have something to do with the ears, like piercing sound, shrieking, like just unbearable torment. And I guess the figure would be Alessa burned, bloodied, tortured Alessa. Bleeding ears. Yeah, I think that part might have disturbed me more than any other part of the game when I first played. Coming through those doors and just being presented with this. Something about it. What might this be? The rest of that fairy tale I read earlier? Where do we have to look for the face? I don't see it. It's to the right. It's to the right of the ear, right beside the ear. The priestess accepted the king's request and went to the village gates, but when she saw the monster, she tried to convince it with words instead of killing it. Shut up, you! I'm gonna eat you up! The monster didn't listen to a word the priestess said. But she kept trying to convince the monster to give up. It's wrong to eat people, you know. The monster grew very angry at this and attacked her, killing her with a single mighty blow. Well, that's the end of that chapter. Saying Alessa triggered your Alexa? Almost soothing. Nice, isn't it? I knew that was there. Oh, get out of my way, please. Get off me. Did I check everything out there? I think I did. Oh no, there's one room I didn't. Hopefully that was just broken. Let's put down some beef jerky. I got a silver coin. The lamp's shining on some old silver coins I know I've seen before. I got one earlier, so I shouldn't really take any more. I mean, I'm no thief. I might act like one now and then, though. I don't need any more coins. What are we going on here? You think it's more likely to be an optical illusion? I was pretty sure at first that it was some kind of image. But then when I went back and had another look, I wasn't so sure. But I thought it still looked like something. Still looked like it could have been by design. Maybe if you can get a higher res image of it and, you know, look at it more closely, might be easier to tell. Or send it to Ito. And with these games, you never know. Maybe there was something, maybe they wanted it to look like an optical illusion. Maybe that was part of the look. Because they do weird shit like that at times. You know, like, you know, the door with the face on it after you fight the two pyramid heads in Silent Hill 2? At the very end of the game, before you go down the long hallway that leads up to the roof for the final encounter, when you place in the two quail eggs and you go out the door, there's a broken door that has like a weird looking face on it. But it's like, it's all messy and it's almost hard to know if it was meant to be a face or not. But you just kind of have to think, well, surely this is supposed to look like a face, right? But just the way it's drawn into the environment is so odd that you know, it's kind of hard to tell for sure. But it seems likely that it was by design, that it was supposed to look like a face. I don't think it looks like James's face. It's way too like messy and weird. But yeah, I mean, like, who knows? Maybe they drew a little face in there that was supposed to look kind of like an optical illusion. Silver coin. It's about the size of a quarter. I get the feeling it's really old. There's something written on the wall. Thus one's life turns to riches. What was a bag of silver coins is now the number in a book. Yet fate hath no price. Ah, but do people know this? Like how the text is actually there as well. Just a plain old vending machine. This one is selling canned drinks. Come to think of it, I am kind of thirsty. I'd feel weird drinking anything sold in a place like this, though. Well, we did pick up a coin. This is kind of interesting, this passage here. Thus one's life turns to riches. What was a bag of silver coins is now the number in a book. Yet fate had no price. Ah, but do people know this? Well, let's see what we get if we put the coin in. A key in a can. Life insurance key. I bought this from a vending machine. It looks real enough. Oh, is there a typo on the wall? Celticers? I didn't notice. There's a tag on the key that says Elberton Life Insurance. Well, now some of the text might make a bit more sense. What was a bag of silver coins is now the number in a book. Yet fate had no price. Ah, but do people know this? Weird. Oh, and oh, I didn't even know what I was looking at there. It's another wheelchair with a weird red slab on the back. Some kind of tile or fleshy square. All the barbed wire as well. Caged in there. Wonder how you're supposed to connect this to Heather's story or to Alessa's. Relating to her, like, her doomed fate as a child, not really having any choice regarding what happened to her. Yeah, you'll see a lot of typos in the environments in these games. Well, not a lot of them, but a good few of them. I think that's because the text in game was probably handled separately. You know, I don't think a lot of it was translated by the translator, so the developers working on it wouldn't have been as knowledgeable about the language. Although, maybe that's not the case. Maybe Blaustein did work with them on, like, the signs and stuff in the game, the text that would be actually in the environment. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's just the impression I get, given that there seem to be way more of those sorts of things within the environment than in the subtitles. Although sometimes there is the occasional typo in the subtitles too. Okay, let's take this life insurance key to the bottom floor. Is this the monster from that book? If it is, then I don't watch myself. It'll gobble me up in no time. I can't tell where its mouth is, though. What a pain. Oh, look at this one! Hold on, let's kill this other one first. Oh wait, did the other one join it? Man, this thing doesn't give a shit. Killing his friend right beside him and not a care. The end of that fairy tale. The king and his people shed tears at the death of the kind priestess. God took pity upon them, and granting their wishes, healed the priestess. The priestess opened her eyes just as she had done every morning of her life. She went once more to the monster's lair. Fool, you wish to die again? No. This time it's your turn. The priestess had come to defeat the monster once and for all. As the priestess was very, very kind, she felt sad about this task, but it had to be done. Swords and spears won't work. Arrows and bullets will just bounce off. You can't kill me, the monster laughed. But the priestess used neither sword nor spear. She chanted but a single spell. Tu fui ego eri, or Ares. Do you know what happened then? The monster let out a huge cry and then died and vanished. Thus the villagers were able to use their gates once more. Everyone lavished their gratitude upon the priestess, and they all lived happily ever after.
Tu fui ego eris. Weird writing. What was that?
We don't get anything different if we try and look at it again, do we? Very similar sound here in when you're interacting with the safe in Silent Hill 2. Slightly different the way it loops, but I think it's the same sound. What's the score, Wexford? I just Googled it. 3-0. Nice. And now when we come back, the creature is gone. The spell worked. So similar to Silent Hill 1, you would think this fairy tale came from Alessa's past. Alessa's childhood. Like the fairy tales we read in Silent Hill 1. Or maybe it came from Heather's childhood. It's a sign for a cafe. Oh, that's the one I was just in. Okay. We finally made it home. Daisy Villa apartment. That's not my place. Daisy Villa apartment 102 is carved into the key. Speaking of typos, I think there is one here, if I remember correctly. I don't know whose stuff this is, but I think I'll leave it alone. None of it is really can help me out right now. There it is. I think that might be the only one, actually, in the subtitles in this game. None of it is really can help me out right now. It's just a dust chute, nothing to worry about. Can't stop, no. Oh, I didn't notice the Who's, Jankal. Good catch. I remember Nub Zombie sent that to Jeremy Blaustein. And he seemed to be asking like a very genuine question related to translation. And Blaustein just didn't respond to him. I guess he was embarrassed by it. I remember finding that funny. He's like, this fucking guy sending me my fucking typos. I don't need this shit. I can't remember what Nub asked. I'm pretty sure it was Nub. But it wasn't an asshole-ish question or anything. It wasn't trying to be cheeky about it. I remember it being like a sincere sort of question, but maybe Jeremy didn't see it that way. But this is my place. Why should I leave the apartment? So yeah, if you have a Silent Hill 2 save, Heather will have some different dialogue here, and she'll say no letters from a dead wife or anything when looking at the mailbox. What's this doing here? That really pisses me off. It's like having someone spit on your sacred place. Looking at that makes me head hurt. Another one here, Blaustein. Come on, man. He must have been having a late night when he was translating this part of the game. Makes me head hurt. Heather's Irish all of a sudden. What does it mean? Doing me headed. All right.
Dad, I'm home. Listen, something really crazy's going on. I think we should... Dad? Dad? No! 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 Did you do this?
You're late.
But why? Why?
Revenge for 17 years ago, for one thing. If not for him, our dream would have come true. And then he took you away from us.
I'll get you for this!
There is another reason. To fill your heart with hatred. It must be this way. One day you'll understand why.
No, I'll never understand!
You must try to remember me, and your true self as well. You will birth a god, and build an eternal paradise. He's the one who killed your father. I merely gave the order.
Merely gave the order.
So, what will you do? I'll be waiting where all begins. In the town of Silent Hill.
Where's my shotgun? I merely gave the order. Whoa! I think the official name for this thing is the missionary. Going out, spreading the word of God. Nope. Kick it in the dick. Oh. He's not too bad.
I don't know what to say.
Then don't say anything. I'm fine, so just get out of here and leave me alone already!
Calm down. I just...
Calm down? How am I supposed to do that? My father is dead! He's murdered! Get out! This is all your fault! If it weren't for you...
I'm sorry.
Then go!
If it'll make you feel better, I will. Is he okay like this?
What else can I do? There's no one here to give him a decent burial. I'm sorry, Dad.
What do you do now?
I'm going to Silent Hill.
What's in Silent Hill?
I don't know.
Do you think it's safe?
Of course it isn't. I don't know what kind of hell is waiting for me there, but I've got no other choice. I don't care about God or paradise. If that's what she believes, then fine. But she won't get away with what she did. When I find her, I'll kill her myself.
Revenge doesn't solve anything.
Maybe not, but that's what I'm going to do.
How you gonna get there?
None of your business.
I'll give you a ride.
I don't need your help.
Yeah, but it's too far to walk. Besides, I'm partly responsible for this. I'll bring the car around back. Come by when we're finished saying goodbye.
You know, you might die too.
That's fine. Nobody's gonna cry over my grave.
Yeah. Always love when the music continues. I'll find that woman and make her pay. I promise I will. I wonder if my dad would be mad at me for thinking that way. I'll be back, Dad. I promise I'll come home soon. There's nothing odd about the TV or the VCR. Dad's bookshelf. There's nothing unusual about it. The church is amazing in this game. This game has the best hospital sequence in the series too, I think, which is the next main sequence. Next main area. But I think we'll have to leave that until the next session. We will ride into town before we wrap up, though. No, today. No, we'll do it tomorrow. Dad, why did he have to die? You told me you were the strongest man in the world. Liar. There's no need to go back on the roof. That monster is dead now. Besides, Douglas is waiting outside. Really cool detail here. This picture on the wall. Alessa in the middle, Cheryl on the left, and Heather on the right. Heather, I guess, drew this as a child without really knowing what she was drawing. But I guess Harry would have been pretty concerned if he saw this, I would think. Although maybe he didn't pick up on it either, considering it's hanging up on the wall here. So Heather was blonde as a little girl? You would think so, yeah. I mean, she's pretty blonde now, right? One thing that's interesting about that scene with the missionary as well is how Claudia says that she gave the order. Claudia has control over monsters to some degree, it would seem. Makes you wonder what we've seen so far in the game and how much of it came from us and how much of it came from Claudia. Claudia seemed to imply that it came from the god itself that we're pregnant with. But at the end of the game, we'll talk about that when we get to it. But yeah, just something interesting to consider regarding the monsters and how all of that works in this game. I don't remember exactly when, but I think I got this doll at a garage sale. I still like it, but there's nothing I can do with it. There's nothing I can do with it right now. Oh, but yeah, I guess that wouldn't be Heather's natural hair color, right? But yeah, like Vlad said, either way, I think the even if her hair was brown, I think the picture here is to illustrate that it is the three versions of Alessa. I think, don't they even say during the final scene, doesn't Douglas say, aren't you going to let, when Heather announces that her name is Cheryl at the end of the game, doesn't he say, are you going to let your hair color come back as well? Or something like that? Morning always comes. It's corny, but it's true. But if your eyes are closed, it always feels like night. That's the hero's line from this movie. I always liked that line, but now it just seems stupid. Is this a real film? 1977? Anata? Stun gun battery. This is my dresser. I don't need to change. I'll leave it alone. From 1961. I'm exhausted, but I don't think I can sleep now. Besides, Douglas should be waiting for me outside. I don't remember exactly when, but I think I got this doll at a garage sale. I still like it, but there's nothing I can do with it right now. Who's the woman in the picture by the bed? Oh my god, look at that face. That's, hey, is that CJ's girlfriend from the GTA trilogy? Hey, they took the wrong texture from the wrong game. Denise, yeah. I wonder, was that supposed to be a self-portrait? Photos and pictures, they aren't particularly meaningful. I guess they're supposed to be Harry and baby Cheryl. They look like real people. Kojima's mom. That's cute. There's nothing to do in the kitchen. I'm not hungry at all. Who could eat something in a situation like this? I can't reach anybody. Not the police or the church. Kind of interesting that she would even mention the church. Did they grow up as a religious family? I think when we read Harry's note later on, he talks about praying to God at one point. We have the blood on our jacket now as well. I guess by church they mean the Undertakers. Right, I guess so. Well, I don't know. Just the way she talks about, just the way she says police first. Is she just talking about her dad there, or is she talking about the situation in general? But yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know whose stuff this is, but I think I'll leave it alone. None of it is really can help me out right now. Same one.
I just met some guy named Vincent.
Vincent?
He's a friend of yours, right?
I'm not sure.
He said when we get to Silent Hill to look for a guy named Leonard. And he gave me this map. What do you want to do?
We can't trust him, but we've got no other choice.
Here, take this too.
What's this?
Your father was holding it. Started raining. Are you sleeping?
I'm awake.
You cold? What's the deal with Silent Hill anyway? It used to be a nice, quiet little town. But now...
You've been there?
Once. on a missing persons case. Never did find him. But I'll tell you, that's one screwed up town. My line of work, you hear a lot of nasty rumors.
I was born and raised there.
Sorry. I didn't mean to offend you.
No offense taken.
Anyway, I thought you grew up in Portland. What's wrong? Feeling sick?
My head's pounding like the worst hangover ever.
Maybe you're car sick.
No. I'm just trying to remember. My childhood. Something terrible happened in Silent Hill 17 years ago. A woman named Dahlia. She tried to summon the ancient god of the town. She offered up her very own daughter.
That's crazy.
Maybe so, but it worked. The girl gave birth to a god. You see, that girl had special powers.
Powers?
Her classmates called her a witch. She could make things happen with her mind. She could kill people just by wishing for it. But in the end, that god was killed by a single person. My father, Harry Mason. I guess it wasn't much of a god if it could be killed by a human being. But I think Claudia's trying to do the same thing again. And I've been chosen as the sacrifice.
You've got some kind of power in you too?
After the god was killed, the girl reappeared. She was holding a baby in her arms. Before she died, she gave the baby to my father. He loved me just like I was his very own daughter. Even though he didn't know who or what I was. It was so sudden. I never had a chance to tell you how happy you made me.
I'm gonna head for that Leonard guy's house. You check out the hospital. You got the map, right?
Yeah,
You gonna be okay alone?
I'm not a child, you know. Are you sure it's not you who's afraid to be alone?
You're right. I am afraid. 50-something years old. I ain't never seen nothing like this. I still feel like I'm dreaming.
More like a nightmare, I'd say.
Yeah. I want to wake up and have a smoke already. Meet me back here when you're finished looking around the hospital. Okay?
Roger.
So good. I'm 50-something years old, and I never seen nothing like this. I couldn't say it all without cracking up at the end. Oh, I love when they transition to that scene after the car ride. Just the colors and the lighting in here with that music and just the mood. The way Heather is sitting there, just the expressions. I really like the exchange between the two of them there as well. Just a nice scene. I said earlier that I'm not the biggest fan of having the lyrics play during that theme in the car ride. But I don't hate it entirely. You know, it's not like I just really dislike the scene. Although I do think it is weird when they exposit on some of those details from Silent Hill 1. You know, just when they talk so openly about gods being birthed and stuff. It feels a bit weird, but it's still a nice scene. I think the girl who plays Heather does really well with that dialogue at the end when she says, "I never got to tell you how happy you made me." I think that's really well done. That's got to be a coincidence, but still, that's pretty weird. Who could have done this? Also, Dave, how's it going? You made it for the very end. I wish we got to hear more of that track that plays in that last scene. God, it's so good. We only get to hear it for a few seconds. Well, no, I guess we get to hear it for like what, a minute? Almost a minute. But that piano goes crazy later on in that track if you listen to the rest of it on the soundtrack. Douglas reacting to the God story is a bit silly, but it's a great scene overall. Yeah, I mean, like, he's just like, huh? But like, I guess he would be confused. I guess it's just weird just the way even Heather talks about it so calmly. It kind of feels like an aspect of the story that's just there, that it should be there for just the player to uncover. Just having a character exposit on it so casually, just feels kind of weird. Given the realistic nature of everything else that's happening in the situation, I guess. I don't know. I've always found that just to be a little weird, a bit janky, just the way they recap Silent Hill 1 there. But I guess they also did that to catch people up with the game as well. People who didn't play Silent Hill 1. I guess it serves that purpose as well of just catching people up with the background lore and everything. Look at this! We're back. We're back in Silent Hill. The part of the town from Silent Hill 2 with Heaven's Night and Brookhaven Hospital and Toluca Lake. And the Historical Society and Rosewater Park and all these iconic locations. Pete's Bowl-O-Rama. Unfortunately, we can't go to Pete's Bowl-O-Rama, but we can make a stop at Heaven's Night. But unfortunately, we're going to have to do that next time. What else was I gonna say there? I feel like I was gonna say something else. It's fan service, but it's good. Wait, what are you talking about, Dave? The backstory or the fact that we're back in the town again with Heaven's Knight? I guess it's just more than that. I would say it's just a clever reusing of assets, you know? You might think when you first go to the hospital in this game that it's a bit lazy, right? You're like, oh, they're like, we're going to explore the same hospital again. Yeah, right? Because you're not used to that in Silent Hill. Whenever you go to a new location, it's its own thing, you know, it's this brand new location. But so when you get to Brookhaven, you might be like, oh, well, this all looks the same as in Silent Hill 2, right? This is a bit shitty if this is going to be the next main location. But then it turns out to be the best hospital sequence in the whole series, I think, at least. And there you go to a load of new rooms that you never went to in the original, in Silent Hill 2. The Otherworld version of it is completely different with completely new visuals and all sorts of new shenanigans going on that weren't in Silent Hill 2. You know, a lot of the background designs and things that you see in the hospital are completely different. So it doesn't feel lazy at all once you go through it. It's you know, the layout is the same, but they completely reinvent everything that's inside that outline. You know, the blueprint is there, but the way it's all filled in is completely different. Back in the town in the familiar locations, yeah. It is a little bit disappointing that we never get to really go anywhere else. You know, we're back in the town and you might think, oh, hey, we get to explore a bit and maybe go to a few different areas, but it's very linear. You're not even allowed inside Rosewater Park. The gates are shut. You can only go to Heaven's Knight and then Brookhaven. But it still feels cool after all that time to be back in the town. Old Silent Hill really would have made more sense, wouldn't it? Considering this game connects to Silent Hill 1 much more than it does to Silent Hill 2. But of course, they would have to completely remake old Silent Hill if they were going to do that. So that would have taken a lot more work. I think they were already struggling with time as it was making this. I'm tired, but it's no time to sleep. I'm going to head for the bed. I'm going to head for the hospital. I need to head for the bed, it sounds like. I'm the one who needs to head to bed by the sounds of it. Can we look at the TV? There's no point in turning on the TV. All I could watch is snow anyway. Let's just have a quick look at the town before we wrap up. The fog is unbelievably thick in this game. Oh my god. Yamaoka killing it again, coming in with the legendary sounds. But can I hum this track? I'll have to practice and come back to you. "106. I'm 50-something years old." All right, guys. I think we'll leave it there for now. That was a good session. Almost 8 hours. I'm really liking these double bills. I'd like to keep up with this kind of schedule, I think. Hopefully we'll make a habit of these double bills. 3 or 4 hours of some games during the day, another 3-4 hours of something in the evening or night. But yeah, I think this is a good place to stop before we get into the hospital. And I'll see you guys next time. Tomorrow, most likely. If not, it'll be the day after, but I think I'd like to do something again tomorrow. Yeah, we'll probably do the same thing. Resi and Silent Hill. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. !Discord if you want to join my Discord to stay up to date with what I'm doing. Or if you just want to talk shit about various games. Or just talk shit in general. !Twitter if you want to follow my Twitter. Again, just good places to go to keep up with what I'm doing when I'm streaming. And yeah, guys, take it easy. I'll see you soon.